Hey guys, welcome back to El Pilar Orchids. Thanks for checking in. A little deflasking today and some Christmas suggestions. I know it's a little late, but hey, what's better than a late Christmas gift? And some bonus material, a quick repot into semi-hydroponics of Severian. I need that pot because I don't feel like digging in the cellar for the new pots. All of our stuff is still kind of buried and in boxes, except for the coffee. I guess I can move that. For the newbies to semi-hydro, if you're intimidated by all this stuff you read online about like drilling glass, we just use recycled plastic soda bottles, and they are really great. They're so easy. Drill one big hole. That's how we do it. That has done well for us. So one big hole for the reservoir beneath it, and then fill the rest with leca. Rinse this leca really good, like 3 or 4 times. Get all so the water runs clear before I use it. Okay, it's out. Give it a quick wash. Just rinse off those roots really gently. Wash any bugs off of the plants. It's warmish water, not too hot, not too cold. That's why I love this method. So easy. It's done. Oh yeah, except I gotta fill it up and water it. Yeah, just water it. Really good. Let it drain out. Really good. Done. And then I'll take a tiny piece of paper towel and dab out all the water from in between the nooks and crannies of the leaves and stuff. Because, yeah, I know growing indoors, it's a quick way to rot out your plants and they'll die. Outdoor growers and some people in really dry environments, they have no problem with that. But here in Germany, we have really high humidity, and this plant will stay wet for like 2 days like this, and that's not good. So gotta dab it out. Anyways, now let's get to the seedlings. Since I freed up my 3rd pot, I have the other 2 here ready to go. And so we're gonna do I'm gonna wash that first, and then we'll deflask. These make great Christmas gifts. And deflasking and trying new hybrids, that's the beauty of it. You can get some new hybrids and new varieties from seed, and they have genetic variation, and you get something unique. And they're pretty inexpensive normally. I should say right now that any names we mention here, they're just from things that we know and have researched, and we've gotten a lot of flasks from Rolka, now Equigenera. And so I know kind of what I'm getting into with these, and that the plants are generally pretty good quality, not too far away. And they have a lab there. They've been selling flasks or seeded plants for a long time as a family company. And then like maybe 2 years ago, so during COVID stuff, they ended up selling to Equigenera. Since then, their flask list has still stayed up, but it's gotten a bit smaller. If you are in the US, you have kind of a lot more options, I think. I know the couple big ones, like check out Troy Myers Conservatory. I think that's one of the big places you can get different flasks from. I'm not sure exactly how their business model works. Then another famous name is Marnie Turkle. I know those flasks that she sells can be a bit more pricey, but you can get some very interesting and I think reputable things. She's been doing that, I think, for a long time and knows what she's doing, and the plants are good and has a really good reputation. Yeah, so it's good to get some for the orchid lover. You still have some time to order them. Go online, and I think they'll be really happy. And you can also get, some like other gifts, last minute gifts are good. Some pots maybe, or some repotting material. The orchid lover in your life will definitely appreciate that. Yeah, so really quickly, this is how they come packaged. So they're in these little plastic cups, as you can see, which is then put into a plastic bag, which I believe has had most of the air removed to try to cut down on contamination. So I've kind of pulled one out halfway and then one all the way. So we bought 3 different flasks this time. A couple Cattleyas, which we've never done before. It's, Cattleya violacea, cerulean, and so they've got pictures on there. We got 1 Phalaenopsis violacea, and then finally Leia harrisoniana. So trying a couple Cattleya species. We've really been liking the Cattleya hybrids and different intergeneric hybrids in that family. And you know, growing from seed, one of the advantages of these seedlings is that you can kind of pare down the weak ones, and the ones that do end up making it will be like much more adapted to your conditions and your media and, you know, just everything. I feel like the ones that make it are much healthier. So you do kind of have to be prepared when growing from flasks or from seedlings. Just be prepared to lose some. I mean, that's the benefit too of getting them cheaply, is it's like you'll see you get 5 or so. We'll see how many are in each one. We'll count them, but you get a lot of plants for these are €8.50. That's what we pay for them. Pretty good deal, but you have to also be prepared to grow them for a couple years. At least in our conditions, it's been a couple years for our deflast seedlings to flower. So yeah, that's one downside, but it's also kind of a fun anticipation thing. Christmas 3 years from now, you'll get some blooms. Here's the process. Just throw a bit of media down into the bottom of a pot. These are all 7 centimeter clear plastic, nearly clear plastic pots. So 7 centimeter pots for deflasking, and we put them all into compots. So that has much better luck for us using compots. See, like when you open it, they just kind of lift right out normally, or like you can dump them out, and the nutrient media that they flask in, that will just kind of fall off. So we have to just take most of it off by hand, which is hard to do since I'm by myself filming today. I'll put the camera down, take it all off, and then rinse them under the sink. Rinse the roots under the sink really well to get in most, if not all, of that nutrient plate off of there. So there you go. Now they're all separated and the roots have been washed. These are nice, healthy clumps. This one kind of lost some roots. So yeah, 4 little clumps, 3.5. You can see that it is done. All of them are potted together into one compote. Pretty loosely, just put the media down around, gently poked it down into any open holes, and it'll go into this plastic cup. And then what we do is cover them with a tent. So we just use whatever plastic bags. In our old apartment, we had, you know, really bright south-facing windows. So I used to use on the seedlings white, like opaque white grocery store plastic bags, just to cut down the amount of light, and then I could keep the heat up, keep them right in the window, and they never got burned because of the opaque white plastic. But now, because we have north-facing windows and not as much light, I'm just using clear plastic bags, and I had to label it on the bag for now because of the move. I put all of my spare plastic plant tags somewhere, and I can't find them right now. So yeah, it's just gonna get labeled here on the bag for now until I can get plastic tags, and I just gotta make sure when I'm watering not to mix up the bags. So yeah, that's how we do it. Now we'll do the other 2. Ooh, look at those roots. So nice, so healthy. Oh yeah. Well, the Cattleya violacea seedlings, not so good. They're really tiny, and the roots are, the roots are fine for what they are, but compared to the Harrisoniana, they're a lot smaller. Oh well, they needed to come out. If you leave these in the little cups for too long after you get it, I've done some experiments. I've left some for like a month and they were okay. And a couple others I left for like 2 months, and by that point they had molded. You got to get them out within a couple weeks is preferable. And also they need light, of course, and a warm place. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Got them placed where we're gonna leave them for now because this is the highest heat that we can give it, balanced with the most amount of light. And for right now, these don't need to get blasted by light. Even the Cattleyas, they're fine. We do need to get them more light pretty quickly. However, for the next week or two, they'll be okay. The phals will just probably leave here. And usually I pull these bags off like every, I don't know, a couple days. I'll just ventilate them, give them a check over, see if anything's rotting or how dry they are, whatever. But I like to give them fresh air every couple of days, and then the bag just goes right back on. We'll leave it on there for anywhere from 2 months to sometimes we'll let them on for more if the plants seemed like they were either doing good or doing bad, just kind of playing it by ear. But a couple months on average, I would say, we leave the bags on. Yeah, I don't know what else is happening. So, yep, fresh repot of the Severianum, so looking awesome. That's about it, guys. So thank you for checking in. We hope you all have a great holiday. We'll probably see you back here sometime after Christmas. So enjoy time with family and friends, and we will see you back here at Opilar soon. Have a good one.